stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option, due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Hello, stranger. Fame's been waiting. Just as I recall that ass is still amazing. Playing, baby. Saying, baby. Love and shit, you know I'm crazy. So go ahead and put a drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Yeah, it's taking that off of me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just like you will. Come through and chill. Just like you will. Come through and chill.
What is going on, y'all? The music not too high, right? I don't know why my head looks lopsided. Never mind it being lopsided. Just mind your business. Hey, y'all! Hey, y'all! Hey, 309 Queen B! Hey, Miss Ann Green! Hey, DMV sister! I want to get the time. Hey, Kelly Davis! Hey, Miss Mary! Hey, Miss Gardner! No D. Hey, Miss Kim Eyes! Hope you're doing good. Hey, Miss Juanita I believe. Nikki, let me just say to some people that you can say hi. Say hi real quick. You gonna say hi or no? Or not? Okay. Congratulations. You played yourself. Say, get over there, mind your business. Who talking back? Y'all better come get her. Okay. Hey, sweet asses. Hey, KBI. Hey, Astute. Hey, Scorpion Miss. Hey, Miss Charlie J. Hey, Miss T. Y'all, hey, Miss PB. Easy in the heat. Oh, my God, y'all. Before we get into the couple of topics that we had, I want to get into this ISIS powwowing. I was just watching it. I seen it earlier. I told y'all I've been real busy. But this is... Let me let y'all watch this because this is concerning. Very concerning. Let me Okay, let me put a second. Y'all, this is very disturbing to me. Like, this is the first video I seen about it. So I haven't watched like what has been going on or whatever. Y'all know what? I can't take it. I'm gonna have to. But this is very concerning because I don't like how this lady is talking. Like, this was the first, like I said, I've seen the headlines and stuff, but I've been real busy, so I hadn't been able to watch anything. But watching this lady demeanor talking about this situation, I was like, what happened? And we're about to see what happened. Let me share my screen because I'm kind of, hey, Miss in Kentucky. This is, I don't have a good feeling. Like, things are about to seem like they're about to get really bad for us. Okay. So let me put this on really quick. Y'all can see my screen. I think that when they play this.
But the facts of the matter is he's an experienced officer. He's been in situations like this before, and he certainly has been out there and followed his training today. You know, people need to stop using their vehicles as weapons. This domestic act of terrorism to use your vehicle to try to kill law enforcement officers is going to stop. And I'm asking the Department of Justice to prosecute it as domestic terrorism because it's clear that it's being coordinated. People are being trained and told how to use their vehicles to impede law enforcement operations and then to run over anybody who gets in their way while they go out there and try to disrupt peace and public safety. And Americans deserve better.
So can you say what they were investing in National Guard?
That hasn't been a part of the discussion. I know Governor Walz mentioned some of that earlier in his press conference, but we've got law enforcement officers here that will continue to work, and we're hopeful that the public recognizes that the work that we do every day makes America safe again. With that, we had law enforcement officers that were out there doing an enforcement action, and a vehicle got stuck in the snow, and so they had called for other people to come and help them get that vehicle out. Those officers were trying to free the vehicle when the harassment started, when the protesters were out there impeding their vehicles and preventing them from leaving the scene. But the facts of the matter is he's an experienced to come and help them get that vehicle out. Those officers were trying to free the vehicle when the harassment started, when the protesters were out there impeding their vehicles and preventing them from leaving the scene. But the fact.
So y'all heard that part, right? So I'm like, oh my God, somebody that they was about to detain, tried to run over one of the officers and they had to unalive him. Like, this is the first video I watched of it. So I'm like, oh my God. But even in thinking like that the person, because if you in that situation, I'm quite sure they trying to fight for their life because it's like they're not giving people no rhyme or reason why they're even detaining them to take them back to a country that they don't even belong to. Just their ancestors probably been there. And like they're not giving a damn if you legal or not legal. So I was like, oh my God. So then I watched another video with the lady, but I think it was two ladies, and they were talking about they were going at the aftermath of the scene, and they were just talking about what they thought was happening and stuff like that. But then I had watched this guy, and I'm like, what the heck? fair use, fair use. I'm gonna play his video because he shows the incident, and I could not believe it. I just could not believe it.
ICE by Homeland Security.
Okay, so let me
You're watching the legal.
speed it up a little bit. Let me remove the overlay. Fair use, fair use.
Breakdown. You're watching the legal breakdown, Glenn. We have some major breaking news here. An ICE officer has shot and killed a U.S. citizen who was attempting to flee the scene in Minneapolis during a protest against ICE. So I'm going to put about 15, 20 seconds of the footage right here on the screen, a trigger warning for anybody who's watching it. This is obviously disturbing footage. I'm also going to take the sound away. So here is a quick clip of what happened in Minneapolis. Now, Glenn, that's one angle. There are obviously other angles that are floating around the internet right now, but I think all of them generally. Now, Glenn, that's.
Let me play it again.
Now, Glenn, that's one angle.
Let me slow it down so y'all can. Let me. If I slow this down, it'll slow this down.
Quick.
Now watch this part over here. Right here. Watch over here. Look.
Glenn, that's one angle. There are obviously other angles that are floating around the internet right now, but I think all of them generally show roughly the same thing, which is that there is an ICE agent right at the corner of the vehicle, that the person in the vehicle was attempting to turn the wheel so that they could flee the scene, and of course the ICE agent used that as the opportunity to shoot and ultimately kill the person who was in the vehicle. So first and foremost, can I have your reaction to the footage that we just saw? And then I'm going to read some of the responses from the law enforcement agencies.
Brian, I've watched multiple camera angles, including a close-up, slow-motion version of that deadly shooting. And to this old prosecutor, it looked like criminal homicide, some level of homicide, whether second-degree murder or manslaughter. But I've tried to absorb as much information about the shooting as is out there presently. And let me let you read the statement that was issued by DHS, because I also saw Kristi Noem make a statement, and it was so infuriating. And
so I'm assuming Kristi Noem is the person that we just saw. Like, hey, Miss Tanya, like, first of all, in no way was the person even in fear. I mean, like, he wasn't even in the person's realm when they was turning. Like, you were outside of the scope. You were close, but you were outside of the scope when them trying to pull off. That didn't give you reason to fucking shoot them. You wasn't in front of their vehicle with your thing raised. You were not in there, even in their way for them to run you over. The lady acted like that the motherfucking person was trying to run them over. Right, sweet ass, is Chrissy a damn lie? I'm like, wait a minute. That's nothing what I fucking just seen. And this guy is the prosecutor, I guess the ex-prosecutor or something.
And such pure propaganda that factors into my conclusion about what I'm seeing there.
So the statement by ICE, by Homeland Security, was as follows. I'm going to put this right here on the screen. Today, ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them, an act of domestic terrorism. An ICE officer, fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training and saved his own life and that of his fellow officers. And of course, the statement goes on, but that is the crux of basically the narrative that Department of Homeland Security is sticking with right now.
That is pure propaganda based on what the video captured from multiple angles. So let me add to that what I heard Kristi Noem herself say. She said that our ICE agent's car got stuck in the snow and they were attempting to push it out of the snow when this, terrorist came up and tried to ram.
Exactly. The way she acted like they was trying to help the person. I ain't see nobody over there by the person car that was stalled out. And that just looked like a regular person's car. So ICE agents help people with their vehicles. They the tow company now, some shit. Like he said, propaganda. It is baloney.
Them with her car. Brian, when I heard that, I was so effing outraged because what we see, let's break it down and then let's talk about the law that applies to a police-involved shooting, something that I was, involved in as a career homicide prosecutor multiple times, trying to assess whether what we see was a legitimate exercise of police force, whether it was excessive, but perhaps understandable, or whether it was flat out criminal. So what Kristi Noem said is so contradicted by the video because what we see, one camera angle that you just displayed, there is a woman. Now, you can't see that she's a woman, but reportedly the person killed was a woman driving this vehicle, is actually trying to back up to get out of the way.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm gonna put that right on the screen as you talk here so people can see the vehicle backing up, turning the wheels, and then driving away. Go on.
I mean, this is such a direct refutation of what Kristi Noem said. It appears that there is I think a white ICE vehicle, identified as an ICE vehicle, stopped in the street. You see this woman slowly backing her car up to get out of the way of the ICE vehicle so she can go around it and be on her way. And as she is, after she is backing up, she obviously puts it in drive. She begins to move forward. She turns her wheel away from the officers who are kind of to the front left of her vehicle. And she tries to go around the ICE vehicle. And one of the officers opens fire on what I believe is an unarmed woman who I don't believe is wanted. I haven't heard that there was an arrest warrant for her. She was a known, dangerous person, and they kill her. That to this old prosecutor looks like an actionable criminal homicide. I use the word homicide because it could be, for example, a second-degree murder. It could be a lower level of homicide, criminal homicide, a manslaughter. But, that to me does not look like a justified use of deadly force. When does an officer get to engage in deadly force? Brian, it's actually not that different from when you or I would be lawfully entitled to exercise self-defense, including lethal force. If an officer is at imminent risk of death or serious bodily injury as a result of being confronted by these circumstances, the officer can engage in force, but only that amount of force necessary to repel the attack. But if you are about to be killed, let me break it down from legalese into English. If you're about to be killed, you can exercise lethal force to defend your life. If somebody else is about to be killed, a police officer can exercise deadly force to protect that third person's life. But you know what you can't do, Brian? You can't shoot at a car that is trying to drive around a vehicle that is not posing an imminent risk of death or serious bodily injury to anybody based on what I'm seeing from those multiple camera angles. So assuming that this is criminal conduct, and it sure looks like criminal conduct to me, the next question is, what will be done about it, if anything, by either federal law enforcement authorities or state law enforcement authorities?
And I want to jump into that in just a moment, but I have to read one more statement and get your reaction to this. This is Trump's response to the footage. He said, quote, "I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer who seemed to have shot her in self-defense. Based on the attached clip, it is hard to believe he is alive, but he is now recovering in the hospital. The situation is being studied in its entirety, but the reason these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis. They're just trying to do the job of making America safe. We need to stand by and protect our law enforcement officers from this radical left movement of violence and hate." So a slew of outright lies. This idea that the woman was violently...
And what the fuck he in the hospital for?
running over the ICE officer. Hard to believe he's alive. To be clear, the ICE officer in the aftermath of this footage actually ran over to the car to see the woman who he had just shot and killed. So this notion that he was bloodied on the floor and couldn't even stand up because he'd been so viciously run over by this woman is so outside the realm of reality.
Based on the camera angles I saw, the officer stepped out of the way. I did not discern that the officer was struck by the vehicle.
No, not at all.
And the officer, as the vehicle was moving away from him, unloaded and killed the woman who's in the car. Mind you, Brian, you can't shoot at a fleeing vehicle to try to stop the driver.
Yep. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? If the person is fleeing, you cannot shoot them. You cannot fucking shoot them. They no longer pose a threat to you. At best, you got nicked by the car. At best, it brushed past you. At best, but he stepped out of the way. And the person, y'all see the person wheel turn, meaning they were going this way. They wasn't going straight toward the person. And even if they went straight ahead, they still wouldn't hit them because they wasn't even right there. They was over in the catty corner. This is ridiculous. Let me get off of this.
From getting away. You know, think about
Right, he ain't in no motherfucking hospital. Hey, Epidemia! Yeah, they made that motherfucker. They probably told him to go to the hospital to try to act like he has some damn injuries. If he got anything, it's his damn finger is hurting. Or he got some damn mental problem. Now they trying to give him a cover story. That lady talking about something. If she to run over the vehicle, to use the vehicle as a weapon. What? And what do you mean fleeing the damn scene? What if she was out there trying to help a person that was in the car too, that car has stalled out as well? And why the fuck would ICE protesters come to where ICE is at, where officers are at, helping to stall out vehicles? Why the fuck would that happen? First, I didn't know that ICE served as motherfucker, or officers served as, or moonlit as damn tow truck drivers or mechanics. Y'all was out there doing something y'all ain't had no fucking business doing. That's what it sound like. It sound like they was out there, they ain't had no fucking business doing whatever they was doing. Because her story is different than even what Trump just said. Or Trump just said. And I knew she was full of shit when she said, make America safe again. Yeah, something is not right here. Yes, a big cover up of lies, Miss Mary. They full of shit. They doing whatever they want to do. That's what they was out there doing. Because it ain't have nothing to do with no damn helping nobody, no stranded person in the vehicle. That is yes, lying their asses off. That's ridiculous. I cannot believe that. I'm telling you, when I seen it, but like he said, it was so disturbing because she was so cold and fucking heartless talking about it. She really was talking like that person, whoever was in the vehicle, was turned out to be a lady. Like that lady had really tried to unalive that officer with her vehicle. And you see how mad that man is, the old prosecutor. Y'all see how mad he is. He's pissed. I cannot. All right, y'all, let's get into our couple little topics today. Why do they keep telling me my stuff is, I already got it. TikTok, get your shit together. Let's go. Y'all, is the music too loud? Can y'all hear me over the music? Hey, Miss Erica. I think I seen Miss Black Butterfly come in as well. Okay. So let me get into this right here. So this is the story I was telling y'all. Hey, Miss in Kentucky. Just turn it off. Y'all think it's off? Y'all should turn it off. I've been wanting now because I'll be wanting to try to feel like some of the dead air sometime. Oh, okay. Let me I'll turn it off. Okay. So let's get here to the this is the pastor. This is a story of a 19-year-old pastor's daughter. Yes, pastor. Okay. Says her father assaulted her over an argument about calling his 25-year-old wife by her first name. Now, it's two things fucking concerning to me. One, that he has a 19-year-old daughter. And two, that he has a wife that's 20 motherfucking 5. It's three things that damn stand out to me as well, that concerns as well. And that he's a damn pastor. What? Who the fuck be going to these churches that these people be at? Damn, these pastors be something else. Right, Scorpion Mans? Daughter 19, wife 25, and you mad because she called her by her name? Okay, let's read on it. Let me read the story. Neighbors, this is sad. A 19-year-old mother of a 2-year-old took to social media to reveal a crazy altercation that she recorded with her father, who's a pastor. Naya Williams, 19, shared her side of an argument with her estranged father and his 25-year-old wife. Okay, Brownie. Jazz. Now they done put Jazz up in here. After moving to Texas with her 2-year-old son, Naya seemingly hoped to reconnect with her father, Pastor Sheldon Williams. Y'all know we looking his ass up, who promised to help her with her move to the state, but things quickly went left. The situation started when Naya mentioned her father's wife's name while on the phone with her grandmother. Naya says she was simply being polite, saying, "Granny, Jazz said hi." Apparently, Jazz heard it and took offense, later addressing it via text. Hey, Miss Bridget J 914. Hey, S White. Y'all come on in and make sure y'all hit that like button too. So her father reacted in a harsher manner, allegedly spending 40 minutes yelling at her. Despite attempting to stay respectful, the situation got dark when her father insulted her, calling her a hoe for no reason. Naya, frustrated by the disrespect, expressed that she had never disrespected him or his wife, Jazz. In the video, you can hear her father admit to putting his hands on women. Let's take a gander.
Cuss me again.
Wait a minute, I want to go back to it. Damn, I can go back.
Oh, y'all do too fucking much.
No, yeah, we do too much. Because we trying to help.
Nigga, you ain't trying to help me. This is not this. First week I got here, you told me, I said, you want to go home
Because you act like you do. Because you act like you do.
Let me home.
Pack your stuff, I'm
You
telling
packing.
you. I ain't packing nothing. It's
Well,
yours.
I ain't packing. You said y'all call the police, so come put me out, so come put me out.
No, I'm not going to put you out.
I know you not.
Huh?
You just here talking. You just like everybody said you
Well,
do.
how do you-
And
that's
you
what-
do just what they say you do. You put your hands on
Yes.
females. You
Yes,
a
I
woman
do.
here, nigga.
Yeah, y'all beat your ass.
You ain't
Yeah,
beat
beat your
You hear him all out of breath. She should have I would have kicked him in his nuts. That's what I would have done. I would have kicked him in his nuts. First of all, she said this is her estranged father, so they didn't have that much of a relationship before she moved to Texas. So he's treating her, for one, you don't know her like that to be putting your motherfucking hands on her. Unless she run up and put her hands on you or your damn child ass bride.
Shut up, nigga.
Yeah, get your
Shut up,
ass.
nigga. Get back.
Kick me again.
Stop biting me.
Stop. Get up.
Oh, you don't
He is so fucking happy to be putting his hands on his damn daughter. Hey, on Brits Block.
Don't do
You
that.
said beat me in my face.
Yes, I did.
You was a bitch, nigga.
Yes, that's right.
You was a bitch,
That's
nigga.
right.
You was a bitch, nigga.
You better leave me alone.
You better get the fuck off
You
of
better
me.
leave.
Everybody
That's
said
right.
you. Just like everybody
Cuss
said
me
you.
again.
What you talking about?
Cuss me again. Cuss me again.
Oh, y'all do too fucking.
Why the fuck do you have that baby high chair like you about to hit her with it? This is all he do. And look at the wife, dumbass. Y'all doing too much. Just stop. You stop, bitch. Get this motherfucker. So this is what Naya posted. Last post, and you stupid, ignorant people can go to hell. Me and my daddy never had any run-ins or nothing. I decided I wanted to move to Texas and start a new life for me and my 2-year-old son. We only been there for 2 months. The plan was I was going to stay in a camper and he was going to buy me a car until I got an apartment. When I got moved down there, he didn't want me staying by myself down there with no protection. Good protection that he fucking provided her. What protection did he provide her? Now, I am not a disrespectful child, but I done sat on the floor for 40 minutes listening at you yell about me calling your wife by her name, Jazz, while I was on the phone with my granny back home. And the only thing I said was, Granny, Jazz said hi. Nothing disrespectful. And not once did I ever disrespect neither of them. She touched my iPad and seen her name saved as Dad's wife, and she texted me about it, and I text her back nothing disrespectful. When I got home from work, I walked in the house and spoke to everyone and took a shower. I got out the shower and got on the phone, and he said he wanted to talk to me. So for 40 minutes and to an hour, he was talking to me about what to call his wife. Motherfucker, you should be calling her Jazz and not your motherfucking wife. She only a couple damn years older than her. What the hell you wanted to call her? I honestly don't care because I honestly didn't care because she did too much for no reason. When he seen he wasn't getting any reaction, he told me, I just want to go back to Mississippi to be a hoe. Keep in mind, we just got cool this year. And this year is 2025. You never met nobody I ever talked to. You don't even know who I ever talked to. How am I a hoe? And why the fuck would you even say that? What the fuck that got to do with her calling your wife Jazz? And when he called me out my name, that's when all respect left for him, left. Now, for the people saying I should have sat there and expected it because it was their house, I had my own everything and held it down on my own. He wanted me there to try and make up for the 19 absent years and to make himself feel good. But to disrespect me when I never gave you no disrespect is insane. To the wife, Jazz, I expect nothing more from you, baby. You 25 and brainwashed. You don't even know what family is, so settle for the bare minimum. And I told you already, I feel sorry for you. And I even gave you the respect because you was new to this mama stuff. But baby, listen, always remember, you was the first kitty. Now you was the first kitty. Now that all is said and done, me and my son is perfectly fine. Him and his wife at the hospital. Thank y'all for the calls and texts. I really wasn't in a space to talk, but I'm perfectly fine now. So this is the what she sent to her. Now this is on her phone. This is the message, the text thread. So it says, Kim brought me your iPad wanting to watch YouTube. And I saw that my name was Daddy Wife now instead of Mama J. What changed? So this is her phone right here. This is a text. So she has it in here as Mama J. So the girl says to her, the iPad has not been updated. It's Mama J in my phone, which we see is Mama J with a purple heart. And then she says, oh, okay. Then I heard you call me Jazz the other day when, what is this? On the phone. When on the phone with, see, bitch, I'm not calling you fucking shit, mama shit. Mama kiss my fucking ass. What do you mean? Look at you writing the same shit as as her peer. texting. I'm not calling you mama, not a damn thing. Then I heard you call me Jazz the other day when on the phone with your grandma, G-Ma. And I just took that as a sense of disrespect. So she took it as more than one disrespect, okay? This might have been the second time Miss Jazz this might have been the second time. Miss Jazz would be better, or you could just keep calling me Mama J. Exactly. Why the fuck is he even in your iPad? Why is Kim in her fucking iPad? Y'all ain't got no money. How was he watching YouTube before she came to the house 2 months ago? It seemed like you already got a child. Oh, she said she was new to this mama thing, so she must don't have no kids. Maybe Kim was is her son. Yeah, she don't want that daughter there, because after she brought this up right here and she had this, like, the iPad has not been updated. It's Mama J in my phone. Clear cut, no confrontation. She ain't even tripping like, bitch, don't come checking me about no bullshit. She just answered her straight reply. Here it goes, straight reply. And then here she go. And then I heard you, bitch, I don't bring all this shit up at one time. Is it a problem because I heard you call me Jazz the other day when you was talking to your G-Ma, and then, OTP with your G-Ma, and then, when Kim brought your iPad here, it just said Dad's wife when, you haven't called me Mama J, like, are we cool? So when she resolved the one issue, like, bitch, it ain't no problem. If the iPad ain't been updated, next. She like, oh, and when you was OTP with your G-Ma, now it's something else. Now let me look Mr. Sheldon up. Miss Sheldon with his woman beating ass. Because y'all see, he denied when she said everybody was right about you. You beat on women. And he said, yeah, I do. I just beat your ass. Texas. Let me read this story. Houston pastor captured allegedly abusing daughter in viral video. A viral Facebook reel shows pastor Sheldon Williams Sr. in an altercation that allegedly lasted 40 minutes. Let me see if this is different.
Houston pastor captured allegedly abusing daughter in viral video. This article is being read by an automated voice.
Okay, that's just reading the article. A Houston pastor is under fire after being accused of physically abusing his daughter in a video that has now gone viral. A woman named Nia Williams recently posted a video on her Facebook timeline, shaking her community with a host of allegations. In the video, a man that looks to be her father, Pastor Sheldon Williams Sr., a pastor based in Humble, holds a chair over her while verbally acknowledging that he abuses women. So I wonder, is the church going to do anything about this shit here? Following her release of the video, Nyla shared a lengthy statement claiming the assault was caused by unresolved family conflicts and problems with her father's wife. I sat on the floor for nearly 40 minutes while being yelled at, Nyla writes in the post that was first reported by the NC Beat. According to Naya, she was reprimanded for a misunderstanding regarding her father's wife. Her stepmother allegedly had a problem with the way that her contact name was saved in Naya's phone, resulting in extensive lectures, name calling, and allegations of disrespect. Naya insists that she did not act disrespectfully, but was nevertheless drawn into another lengthy combative debate. In a separate post on Facebook, Naya claims that the altercation occurred after she moved to Texas in an attempt to start over with her 2-year-old child and mend the poor relationship with her father, which she claims has been tense for almost 20 years. Why you just say and then say 19 years? Because the fucking girl is 19. She says her father pushed the relocation because he wanted her close. She also disputed the allegations that her father made during the altercation, sharing images of text conversations with her father's wife to support her argument. According to Naya, her father additionally accused her of wanting to leave Texas and return to Mississippi to be a hoe. Y'all, and I have this wig here too. If y'all, see it on the screen, I have this wig here. It's on one of the 12 days of Slay. Okay. So moving on. Naya disclosed at the end of her post that her father and his spouse were subsequently admitted to the hospital, but she did not provide an explanation for the hospital visit. She probably cut the gas on when she left. Probably turned one of them knobs on that damn phone on the stove when she left. She also assured her followers that she and her child are safe and doing well, expressing gratitude to those who'd reached out to her. A flurry of outraged commenters under the viral video questioned where exactly in Houston that Pastor Williams is currently serving in ministry, but no exact name or address of his local church was disclosed. However, he is named as a former staff member of Spring Hill Preaching Station United Methodist Church in Lexington, Mississippi, where denomination records show that a man with his name was on staff as pastor from 2004 to 2013. As of now, the allegations are limited to public social media posts, and no criminal charges related to the altercation have been filed. Crone has reached out to Naya for a statement. Pastor Williams has not publicly addressed the video and his daughter's accusations. He's a bum. He ain't gonna address them because he ain't got shit to say. And also too, the other crime is him wearing them damn sweatpants. Yeah. So what y'all think about that? I don't think he's preaching no more. That's why Doobie's bedside Baptist like caramel real. Because these pastors off the chain. Yeah, it's so many stories about pastors. We'll talk about the other one with the pastor that his wife unalived him the other week. I think he passed away 2 days after Christmas, but she powwowed him, I think like the 23rd or something like that, because she said that he was putting paws on her and she upped the mag on him. Right. Not that don't proofread like teacher. What is with all these pastors marrying or fooling them with all these young chicken heads? Yes. And the girl should also, like she said, she told the wife, like, I feel bad for you because your husband ain't shit. But, you know, you married him and I respect that. I would have had him locked up too. Hey, Mahogany. She sounds insecure and jealous of the daughter. Shaking my head. Child, a whole fool. A whole fool. A whole fool. She wasn't even talking to her, so why is she commanding so much respect? Right. How long have y'all even been married? For one. Like, that shit is just ridiculous. But we digress. But let's move on to this next one. Where's my other story? 1 second. Oh, here it goes. Oh, that's not it. Okay, let me see here. Father shaken as video reveals chilling details of his son's final moments. So this is the story about the mother that was arrested for unaliving her 16-year-old son. Okay, so let's go through this and see what's going on.
Just put it on. Nothing else needed. You can party any.
Now to a Rochester father speaking out after the arrest of the mother of his son, who's now charged in their son's death. 13 WAM's Carly Miner brings us his story.
My kids keep...
On the morning of October 10th, Christopher Gibson received a phone call that changed his life forever.
I was at work and his mother called me and told me that I needed to get to the hospital because I didn't know what happened.
Christopher tells me he went straight to Strong Memorial Hospital and couldn't believe the condition his son Kyrie was in.
It was like one of the hardest days of my life. You know, just seeing my son laying up in there with that tube in his mouth.
A neighbor's Ring doorbell camera captured the entire incident. Police say Kyrie and his mother, 30.
Okay, so trigger warning right here, trigger warning. So they're going to show the video of the altercation with the mother and the son.
8-year-old Anika Connor became involved in an argument over Kyrie's cell phone.
Where is my phone?
They say Connor then left her house on Breck Street, got into her car, and began backing out of the driveway when Kyrie ran out of the house and jumped onto the vehicle. The video goes on to show Connor accelerating forward at a high rate of speed and Kyrie falling off the vehicle onto the pavement.
It was just a lot. It was a lot of injuries, you know what I'm saying? And after reading over all of them and sitting in the hospital for a month just watching him, I realized he wasn't coming back from none of that stuff.
On November 7th, Kyrie was removed from life support and his organs were donated. On Tuesday, Connor was arrested and charged with manslaughter, reckless endangerment, and endangering the welfare of a child.
She deserved to be where she at. And that video showed it all.
Christopher tells me Connor had Kyrie's body cremated without his permission.
I don't even know where he is. I don't even know where my son's ashes are.
He tells me all he has are the photos and memories left of his son.
He was everything you would want in a kid and a 16-year-old kid, you know? Everything you would want him to be, you know? He wasn't a trouble kid. He never was in trouble, you know? Just a good kid, you know?
Carly Miner reporting there. Connor is being held in the Monroe County Jail on $35,000 cash bail. She's due back in court Monday.
Just put it on. Nothing.
Okay, so let me read the story. On the morning of October 10th, Christopher Gibson received a phone call that changed his life forever. I was at work. This is from him. I was at work and his mother called me and told me that I needed to get to the hospital because he wasn't breathing. Gibson said, I didn't know what happened. Gibson
Now
said,
to a Rochester father speaking out after the arrest of the mother of his son, who's now charged in their son's death. 13 WAM's Carly Miner brings us his story.
My kids keep...
On the morning of October 10th, Christopher Gibson received a
Gibson went straight to a Strong Memorial Hospital and couldn't believe the condition his son, Kari, was in. This was the hardest day of my life, just seeing my son laying up there with that tube in his mouth, Gibson said. A neighbor's Ring door camera captured the entire incident. Rochester police said Kari and his mother, Anika Connor, 38, became involved in an argument over Kari's cell phone. He ain't got no fucking cell phone. He's 16 years old. So her cell phone that she let him use, they said Connor left her house on Breck Street, got into her car, and began backing out of the driveway when Kari ran out of the house and jumped on the vehicle. Video appears to show Connor accelerating forward at a high rate of speed and Kari falling off the vehicle onto the pavement. It was just a lot of injuries, Gibson said. After reading over all of them and sitting in the hospital for a month. What do you mean reading them over? For a month just watching them, I realized he wasn't coming back from none of that stuff. Kari was removed from life support on November 7th. His organs were donated. Connor was arrested Tuesday, charged with second-degree manslaughter, second-degree reckless endangerment, and endangering the welfare of a child. She was taken to the Monroe County Jail with bail set at $35,000 cash and is due back in court on Monday. She deserved to be where she at, Gibson said. That video showed it all. According to Gibson, Connor and Kari's body had Kari's body cremated without his permission. Did you pay for any of the damn services, sir? Was your name on a damn birth certificate? Was you paying child support while you was at work so damn tough? How is it that you don't have no say so in your son? I don't even know where my son's ashes are, he said. Gibson said all he has are photos and memories of his son, who he said was just a good kid. He was everything you would want in a kid. In a 16-year-old kid, he said, everything you would want him to be. He wasn't a troubled kid. Miss Mary, that part. That's the part I'm with. Okay, I'm with you on that one. Let me do the background so I could so y'all could see the background, okay? Rochester mother charged with manslaughter after 16-year-old's passing. Rochester, New York. A woman faces charges after police says she caused her 16-year-old son's unaliving during an argument over his cell phone on the city's east side. Officers responded to Breck Street between Burnham and Herkimer Street around 7 a.m. October 10th for a report of a man down in the middle of the road. He ain't no damn man. Possibly hit by a vehicle, according to the Rochester Police Department. Police said Anika Connor, 38, and her son, Kari Gibson, were arguing when Connor left her home and got into her vehicle. Connor left her home and got into her vehicle. Gibson jumped on the vehicle as Connor attempted to back out, according to the police, with video evidence showing the vehicle accelerating forward at a high rate of speed, and Gibson falling off the vehicle to the pavement. Police said Gibson was, who they found unconscious, was rushed to the Strong Memorial Hospital where he passed from his injuries on November the 7th. A sealed indictment warrant was issued December 23rd for Gibson. Rochester police said the Monroe County Sheriff's Office arrested her Tuesday. Connor was arraigned on charges of manslaughter, reckless endangerment, and endangering the welfare of a child. She was taken to the Monroe County Jail with bail set at $35,000. A court appearance is scheduled for Monday. So let me look her name up and see what happened with her. Did she get out on bail or anything? So a woman charged in connection with her 16-year-old son's passing will remain in Monroe County Jail as for now. Police said Anika Connor, 38, and her son, Kyrie Gibson, were arguing October 10th when Connor left her home and got into her vehicle on the street. Gibson jumped into the vehicle, backed out, accelerated forward. Police say, let me see this story because it looked like her bail was denied.
A Food Link teaming up with Heritage Christian Services hosts a pop-up food pantry.
Endangerment. Judge Stephen Miller denied a bail application Tuesday for Connor. Bail remains set at $35,000 cash. Christopher Gibson, Kari's father, said his son was a good kid and hopes he gets justice for him. I just hate that we're here, he said. I don't want to be here. I'm quite sure she don't either. I never thought I would be here, but I am here, he added. I'm built for it. Built for what? You stupid motherfucker. A judge denied a bail reduction request for the woman accused of causing the passing of her 16-year-old son during a court hearing Tuesday. 38-year-old Anika is charged with manslaughter, and the will of a child, 16-year-old Kari. According to the police, October 7th, the son was arguing the residence for the cell phone. Video shows the teen jumping onto the vehicle and the car accelerating. Gibson falls off and goes unconscious. He was rushed to the hospital and died a month later from his injuries. This was a good kid. Okay, this is the father. During the interview, Gibson gestured with his head to his older son, who he is said is struggling with the loss of his younger brother. That was my baby. There's my oldest boy, but that was my baby. My oldest had a tough time because that was his baby brother. Fishing trips ain't going to be the same no more for him. Connor's bail remains set at $35,000. The prosecution stated that if found guilty at trial, she could serve between 5 to 15 years in the Department of Corrections. She will appear in court again for motions arguments on March 30th. Just keep supporting the situation. Just keep supporting my son deserves justice. Justice for Kari. That's all I can say. This damn motherfucker is clout chasing. In my damn opinion, look at him.
Same no more for him, you know.
I bet this the most they ever seen.
Emotional day at the Monroe County Hall of Justice for loved ones of a Rochester teen killed last fall. The boy's mother appeared in court today, charged with manslaughter and other crimes in connection to the death of 16-year-old Carrie Gibson. Leah Mallory spoke to the victim's father after the hearing.
After Anika Connor appeared in court, we spoke with 16-year-old Kari Gibson's father, who says he wishes he didn't have to be in the courtroom. He'd rather be able to spend time with his son. But he says he can't do that because of the boy's mother.
I just hate that we're here. I don't want to be here, but I gotta be here, so.
Police say back in October, 38-year-old Anika Connor and her son were arguing over his cell phone at a residence on Breck Street when she got into her vehicle and began backing up. Video shows the teen jumping onto the vehicle. We can see the car accelerate and Gibson fly off. He was knocked unconscious and rushed to the hospital, dying a month later from his injuries. His mother is charged with manslaughter, reckless endangerment, and endangering the welfare of a child.
This was a good kid and didn't deserve this, so. His mother is the one that got to pay.
He attended court with his wife and oldest son.
That was my baby. That's my oldest boy. That was my baby. He having a tough time because that was his baby brother, you know. Fishing trips ain't gonna never be the same no more for him, you know, so.
Connor's bail is set at $35,000 cash. The defense asked for a reduced bail, which the judge denied.
Is there anything you want from the community at this time?
Just keep supporting the situation. Just keep supporting, man, you know. My son deserves justice. Justice for Kyrie. That's all I can say.
Anika Connor will return to court for motion arguments on March 30th. Reporting outside the Hall of Justice, Leah Mallory, News 8.
At MJ Dispensary,
Now, what do y'all think about this? That's what I think, Miss Mary. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because I don't want to down this lady's son in no type of way, shape, or form. But a good son, a good boy, wouldn't have been jumping on his motherfucking mama's car. The fuck is wrong with you? Where did you learn that behavior from? Who you seen do that shit? From what I understand, it's another story that I read, but her and the son, he didn't do something. She took his cell phone to punish him. So he got mad about it. And so she was leaving. And this motherfucker, because y'all heard him on the video footage saying, give me my phone or some shit like that. Who the fuck are you talking to? This is your mother. This ain't your bitch. Give me my phone. You're not getting shit. I just took it from you. If I wanted you to have it, I would have kept it with you. But for him to even approach her coming outside when she was about to leave, probably to get away from his ass, for him to do that to her means he don't have any fucking respect for her. That's his mother. The fuck you mean? Where my phone at? Give me my phone. What? Where do they do that at? Who the fuck are you talking to, young man? Who are you talking to? And this is what the daddy is saying is a good kid, the best kid you would ever want to have? I wouldn't want him. And rest in peace to him as well. Rest in peace to him. And that mama is probably already fucked up enough. Now she's in the position to where she's going to have to paint her son as a damn monster. He's already deceased. She's going to have to paint her son as a monster to fight for her life, to get out of jail. knowing what the situation was and what happened, that's enough for her. That's enough for her. In no way, shape, or form did he have any business coming out to, if he came out that house after her, he would have I think he would have put his hands on her. And that's probably why she was leaving. That's probably why she was leaving. Again, I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her. In no damn way, shape, or form do you think she want to kill her damn child. But he looks like he was out of control, unhinged. You gonna jump your ass on my damn vehicle? And if she was pulling out and he jumped on the car, she might have thought she still had the car in reverse or whatever, but she might have made a mistake and put it in park, drive or whatever, thinking he was gonna get his ass off of it, or she don't know what he was about to do. Why the fuck are you jumping on my car? This is so messed up. Yeah, I believe he was putting hands on that mama. He was putting hands on her. He was abusive to that mother. Because what in what world would you do that to your mother? So imagine what his ass would have been out here doing to somebody's damn daughter. Imagine what he would have been doing to somebody's daughter. I'm sorry the mama going through what she going through. But she might have saved somebody's daughter out here. She could have very well saved somebody's daughter from going through an abusive situation or him doing something to somebody else's daughter. As I said before, they both were in the wrong. I agree. Yeah. I don't know. I can't say that she was really wrong because I don't know, like, if she intended to. And again, like you were saying, like adrenaline might have been pumping and you don't know what you're really doing in that. Like, this is her son. Do y'all know how protective boys are of their mother? But you gonna jump your ass on my car because I took your cell phone? Because I punish you? And then for them to try to minimize it like it's a cell or because altercation over his cell phone. It ain't his fucking cell phone. He's 16 years old. She takes care of him. It's her fucking cell phone. And it's not about a cell phone. Did y'all see this motherfucker jumping on her car and running behind her talking about some give me my phone? Like he her damn a grown man. Is that what your daddy do? Because he think that the behavior, he's seen the video. And I know that's his son and he fucked up behind it. But you seen the video. You don't have no problem with your son's behavior because the father went out when he was a good kid. It's causing serious fucking concern. What happened to him that day? And I think Brownie has said it about him too, like in like that would if the daddy saying he was such a good kid, for him to act that way, I would be an alarm, like getting the fuck out of there too if he was acting like that and he never displayed that behavior before. Like clearly something's wrong with him. Clearly he didn't took something. Something is not right with my son. Because my son would not do that to me. My son would not fucking disrespect me like that. This is a very unfortunate situation. And I don't know. What do y'all think? What y'all think should be the consequence for the mother? Do y'all think she should go to jail? Or what do y'all think should happen to her? Oh, PBE, you said get them school records. I can almost guarantee you that he was not. Bless his soul. Yeah, bless his soul. If he jumped on the car, he would jump on her. Yes. Like, what were you going to do? Beat her ass to get the cell phone? Like, you jumped on a moving vehicle. She was trying to leave the situation. She was trying to leave. I don't believe it was intentional and she didn't expect. Yeah, I really don't think that. For one, I don't know if she expected for him to jump on her hood, but I know I can almost guarantee she didn't think he was gonna, fall off and hit his head, or because not all like that. If that would have been me and my son would have jumped on my hood and I would have pulled off, I wouldn't have gave a fuck. Like I probably would have hit his ass, but I wouldn't have wanted him gone. I wouldn't have, I would have wanted to fuck him up, but I wouldn't have wanted to go like there. I wouldn't have wanted him to not be here anymore, but I would have wanted him to learn his fucking lesson. Like, motherfucker, I'm your mama. And the minute you jump out of the fucking scope of me being your fucking mama, that's when I'm going to jump out of the scope of you being my fucking son or you being my child. So when you cross that line, we are crossing that line. We crossing that line. You treat your mama like a bitch on the street. But again, I definitely don't think that she intended for him to lose his life. She could have probably just wanted to fuck his ass up. Like, okay, you gonna jump on my hood? But I really think that she was just trying to get away. Hey, love, Key. Oh, thank you, ladies, for the like and the view ratio looking great. Yeah, this is so. Let me see what Brownie said up here. Let me see what PB. Most kids will have enough respect that if the parent takes the phone for discipline, but no kid will keep going on and then run and jump on a moving car, but about a damn phone. Yes. Like, that's what makes it so alarming. But it's a lot of people that like think that she should be locked up. Like, like she took her child out. And like, clearly looking at this situation, that lady ain't trying to unalive her kid. The father probably was really in his life. I heard him say, "Bitch, give me my phone." Yeah. You heard him running up behind her? Yeah, that father probably wasn't thinking about that damn boy. I'm surprised the mama even knew a phone number to get in contact with his sorry ass. And what the fuck is wrong with the father's skin? What do he have? His skin looks like somebody flipped this shit inside out. I can't trust it. I can't trust the father and the skin anyway. Yeah, it's no winners in this situation, PBE. I do not like these type of situations. It's just crazy. He jumped on the hood of the top of the truck and didn't have a good grip. He's at fault because he chose to get on a moving vehicle. Yeah, and I wonder why. But even with how much they got her bond set at, I don't think they're trying to take this too serious. The father probably is trying to push for them to lock her up or something like that. But hopefully she will get off, and she needs some damn counseling because she's going to suffer enough knowing that this happened with her being involved in it. I can't even say it's her fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even say like it's her fault. You know, of course she was in the vehicle driving, but this boy was trying to jump. Like, I just feel bad. All parties involved. I do feel bad. She probably told him to get off her car, but the child said not without that phone. Could be. Because y'all heard him in the beginning saying, give me my child, give me my phone. Where my phone at? What the fuck you mean? I got it. And I took it from you. And that father just wants some damn camera time. During the argument, the mother got into the car to leave. Police said the son jumped onto the car and the mother then accelerated, causing him to fall to the pavement. He was hospitalized. I don't like how they keep trying to make this like it was just an argument over a cell phone. No, it wasn't an argument over a cell phone. She punished him and took the cell phone. In this post right here, like a lot of people is for the mother and stuff like that, but in other stuff, people was dogging that mama, like, I mean, dogging that mama like she did this shit intentionally. Like this person. Oh my God, Bill. Actions have consequences. Unfortunately, now she's charged in his death. Prayers for the family. Devastating for all. My condolences to the family. Seems these kids are addicted to those doggone phones. Yeah, that's what somebody else was saying. Like, it's sad that our kids are in a world to where they value those phones and stuff like that so much over anything. See this over a cell phone? Condolences to all involved and impacted. Many have fallen to anger in a rush to escape it. However, I will pause to offer blame because blame cause of reasons until the family has time to process this unfortunate incident. Mercy to all who suffered his loss. Yes, that's true. Look at this. She killed him over a stupid cell phone. Good thinking, mom, for stepping on the accelerator. Such a great idea. Oh my God, that's awful. My heart breaks for that mother. The guilt she feels on top of the pain of losing her child. Yes. Look at this. She should rot in hell where she deserves to be. Oh shit. Let's see what these comments say. He shouldn't have jumped on the car. He's just as responsible. Sad situation. Yes, she should be punished, but not entirely her fault. He was a child and she's a grown adult. She chose to react to his actions. She shouldn't have moved the vehicle with him on it at a pace fast enough to put him in critical condition. So she wasn't going 10 miles an hour. She wasn't going nowhere. She was pulling out trying to leave. He shouldn't have been on that damn car. A 16-year-old isn't a child. And again, not saying he deserved it. And the mother should be charged with to the fullest extent of the law. I apologize if I'm coming off like I'm heartless, but that is what her defense attorney is going to bring up. 16 is a child in every sense. No, they're not. He was legally a child and is treated as a child medically. No, he's not a child. He's old enough to, he was a child jump. A child wouldn't jump on that motherfucking car. A child would do what the fuck they mama said do. A 16-year-old should know better than to jump on any vehicle. A 40-year-old should know better to not drive with a child on their hood fast enough to kill them at that. I agree. The only thing I'm saying is that they are equally at fault. And he lost his life, so it's a lose-lose. Exactly. I'm not defending the mother like you said. No one wins. It also shows that cell phones and social media are dangerously as addictive as any drugs. That's true. 16 is a child and he is a minor, therefore a child. Have you seen what some 16-year-olds and even younger are capable of? Have you ever been victimized by one? They know exactly what they are doing and are capable of. The mother likely tried to discipline the child and he lashed out. There is likely way more to this story. It is. I'm just saying they are not an adult like the poster said. There is a lot to this story that isn't public, I'm sure. And I can still discipline a 16-year-old child without a vehicle and death or any sort of physical injury. I have done it, as have zillions of other parents. Have you dealt with? I'm about to let me get in this bitch ass. Oh, bitch. Can y'all still hear me? Hey, warm chocolate. Yeah, I think she was trying to get away from that son. Stop picking up those kids. Who I sound like, Astute? You know who I sound like. I heard it on one of my videos the other day. I somehow have to start using my keyboard down here, but I got so much hair stuff right here that my keyboard is buried under my desk. Oh my God. Oh my God. When I tell y'all, I heard this, I said, ooh, I sound like you know who. Good child wouldn't do that. He is the problem, blaming the mother for Erder when she was trying to get away from him, as you can see. Yeah, that daddy is the problem. That daddy is the problem, and that's probably why the son was acting like that, because he get it from his damn old fucking snakeskin face ass daddy. For him to even come on here talking about his son was a good, who was he? Was he good to you? He must have been good to you, because he damn sure wasn't good to that mama. But again, like I said, now the mother is in a situation where she's going to have to basically paint her son as a monster, and he might have been. He might have been, but again, I don't give a fuck how he was. I'm quite sure she wasn't trying to unalive him or wanted that for him. And I'm quite sure she also did not want for a child that she birthed and raised and took care of and bought a damn cell phone to be hopping on her motherfucking car and running up behind her like he was about to whoop her ass. So these are, yeah, some unfortunate incidents. And you know, it's sad that he, you know, had to pay for that with his life, but if he was acting like this at 16 toward his own mama, I can pretty much say that it wasn't going to be good for somebody else's daughter that would be involved with his ass in the future. Y'all so messy. Yeah, so that's what I got for y'all today. So maybe tomorrow, if I have time tomorrow, we can come and talk about the pastor that the wife had to unalive. Well, unalive. I ain't gonna say she had to, but she did. Because she said, you know, he was you know, putting hands on her and she had to defend herself. So let's see what this gonna be looking like, because they, you know, saying in self-defense and people from the churches going off and all this type of stuff. So let's see what, you know, what she have to say about this situation. We'll talk about that tomorrow, and I'll see what else we'll talk about. If I don't know if I could talk about this little eye stuff, because hey, Miss Ashley, you know, that shit be, and when they get into the politics, I got to be careful. So we'll see what they talking about. But that ice stuff looked like it was a mess, and they was out there doing something. They looked like they was up to something they ain't had no business doing, and they was just out there doing whatever the fuck they wanted to do. And just so happened these people were trying to leave, and this situation happened. Because it don't look, if they was out there and it was something real, they wouldn't be making up these lies and trying to make this situation something that it clearly is not. Okay, that's what I'll say about that. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. If you're catching the replay, put it down in the comments. We talked about yesterday where the direction of the channel is going. Uppity is doing an interview tomorrow, so thank you, Ups. Let me pull up her page so y'all can see. Uppity, put your do you have a link for your interview schedule for tomorrow? Put that in there. It's going to be tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all set your clock so y'all could be in a chat to support Uppity tomorrow. She's doing an interview. And Uppity, I'm going to give you a minute to put your link in the chat for your interview before we head up out of here. Right, a stupid and cracked him upside his head. Like, who the fuck you talking to him? Yeah, and I see you got more than one son. Stu, do you have any daughters? You only got boys, right? I know there are other sons would have whooped his ass. What the hell you talking to my mama? You talking to my mama? So yeah, we have to. These people and kids is getting out of damn control these days. And y'all see what what is it? Reiner, them. They son unalive them, and you know, they rich folks, and they have a good life, and he done unalive them damn parents, and it's tragic. And these people don't have no damn self-control, and other people have to pay because people just don't want to do right. Dwayne Coleman, his name is Dwayne Coleman. Well, it's been moved to 1 p.m. Oh, I'm glad you told me, because I had to put me a calendar thing on it. Okay. So it's tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and support our good appetite. All right. And I may see y'all tomorrow. If not tomorrow, we'll go live Friday to talk about the pastor that the wife had to that the wife unalived. Okay. We'll talk about that and see what y'all thoughts is on that. Okay. Anything else come up, I might, put it on the docket. Okay. So we'll see. See y'all tomorrow or Friday. All right. If I don't see y'all tomorrow, y'all have a good day. All right. Thank y'all for watching, and make sure y'all like the video. Bye.